Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Ricard Torres here, dividend investor and a bit of a finance nerd as well. And I know what you're thinking, the video sounds a little clickbait, okay? Surely it's impossible to actually get there with a low wage, let alone minimum wage, right? Well, I think you're wrong. In this video, I'm going to show you how to become a millionaire on minimum wage. And before you click out of this video and think this is all clickbait, honestly, it isn't. I've done the maths and I'll show you later in the video. What I'm going to reveal in this video is vital for people on low income, okay? Even if it's not minimum wage, people with low income. So if you're not one of those people, that's fine. Just maybe you clicked on this video because you thought the title was a bit clickbaity, but stay till the end of this video. Because if you do, I will show you a 3-step process to make sure that you've got enough money left at the end of every month to be able to invest and actually make your money grow. All right, let's roll that intro. So for all this to make sense, let me just give you an example. Examples make everything much easier to understand. So, this is quite a hard thing to get, right? That you can become a millionaire with, earning minimum wage. So let's just jump into my computer and let me show you. So over here we have got Bill. Okay, Bill is a 25-year-old guy. He has zero savings, he has zero debt, okay, so his net worth is effectively zero. So he's not in a lot of debt, which is good, but at the same time, he's got zero savings. And he also works as a supermarket clerk earning minimum wage, which at the time of recording in the US, in the United States, it's $7.25 per hour, at least in 2019. So if Bill works 40 hours per week at $7.25 per hour, he would earn around $1,160. Now I've used the free online calculator that just kind of calculates the taxes, and the number that it gives me is $12,244 after taxes. That's in a year. So that means that every month Bill actually only earns $1,119. Now Bill knows he's not in a good position. Let's be honest, nobody wants to earn minimum wage. It's just not a lot of money, especially in some parts of the world. So knowing this, he lives quite cheaply. He lives quite frugally. He just cooks at home. He lives in a cheap part of town and just rents a room there and does not spend a lot of money on the newest iPhone or luxurious holidays. That means the Bill can actually save 20% of his income. Now, somebody as frugal as Bill could actually save a lot more than 20% if their income was higher. If they were earning way more than minimum wage, something like 50 grand or 100 grand, or even less, even like 30 grand a year, they will be able to save more than 20% of that every month. Now, 20% of that minimum wage comes out to $203 per month. That is how much Bill can save every single month. Just to put that into perspective, guys, the average 25 to 34-year-old, at least according to a survey done by Acorns, spends $2,008 per year on coffee. If we divide that by 12, that's $167 spent on coffee every month. So the $203 that Bill saves, it's just not that much money. So what would happen if Bill were to invest those $203 in just a simple index fund that would track the market and earn 8% a year, which, by the way, that's kind of what the market has done historically. So at the age of 65, which is kind of, a typical retirement age, but of course, if you're younger and you're watching this video, that age might be a lot closer to 70 perhaps. So at the age of 65, Bill has got $653,000. Now that's not quite a million, guys. It's not quite a million, but it's still a lot more money than the average person will ever have in their lifetimes. Now the title of this video is how to become a millionaire on minimum wage. That's probably why you clicked on this video, so you're probably quite disappointed at this result. So let's see what things Bill could do differently just to get to that coveted millionaire status, even on minimum wage. Now the first way is quite easy. You could just move somewhere else. If he wants to stay in the United States, he could go somewhere like Washington, where the minimum wage is $12. Just moving somewhere else where the minimum wage is higher would automatically make Bill a millionaire by the age of 65. He would actually have just over $1 million by that age. So I could just end the video there, guys. I could just end it. I've proven that you can technically become a millionaire with the minimum wage. But that's not it, guys. I want to be more realistic. I want to dig a bit deeper. I want to see what else Bill could do to get to that point. And also I want to make it more realistic, because a lot of you will be watching this and think, that's not realistic. Bill could not save 20% on minimum wage, you know? Life is more expensive than that, okay? And that's fair enough. That might very well be true. But it's also true that a lot of people have limiting beliefs, okay? A lot of people believe certain things that actually prevent them from getting to their goal, right? The way they see the world is limited by those beliefs that are often wrong, okay? So let's get really realistic, okay? Let's get realistic. Let's see what Bill could actually do. So first of all, let's get inflation in the mix, you know, my old friend inflation, because let's be honest, things cost more over time, okay? Inflation is a natural thing that happens in economies, so the value of money drops over time. Now let's just say 3% inflation, okay? Let's be rough, let's be tough on Bill. And I also know that having children is a massive financial burden. And a lot of people will say, okay, Bill could only get that to that point if he's single. So let's just throw children in the mix. Let's say that Bill gets married and has kids at the age of 40. And that comes with everything that brings. So, you know, bigger house, bigger car, just a much bigger financial burden. So you might now be thinking, all right, there's no way Bill can save any money at this point. There's no way that on a minimum wage, Bill can procure for his kids, especially more than one kid, right? Just on minimum wage. But let's be real here, guys. Who stays on minimum wage? I want to be realistic. And, you know, if you're 25 and you're earning minimum wage, that's not great. But how realistic is it that you'll still earn minimum wage when you're 50 years old or even 40 years old? I just don't think it's that realistic. You know, people get promotions, people find new jobs, people get more skills, okay? They improve, they find better work and their income increases. It's a natural process. That's why I've also assumed that he saves 10% more every year than he did. So it starts at those $203, but that increases by 10% every year, okay? So at first, it's not going to increase by that much. Obviously, after a while, it will increase, you know, quicker because, you know, it's a percentage, it's not an overall amount. So if we crunch those numbers, guys, Bill would actually become a millionaire at the age of 62. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but I've crunched the numbers. You can feel free to crunch the numbers yourself. This works. But not only that, guys, I've also worked out that by age 50, because Bill is very frugal, because Bill doesn't need that much money to live, you know, even to maintain his kids, even with that burden, he still is fairly frugal. So by the age of 50, the income that he earns from his dividends, you know, the dividends that his investments pay him, would be enough to support his lifestyle. So I've assumed that at the age of 50, Bill actually stops saving altogether. Okay, so at 50, he would not have $1 million. He would have significantly less than $1 million. But that's the thing, investments grow, whether you can keep pumping money in or you don't. So by the age of 62, Bill would be a millionaire. Even with inflation, even with wife and kids, okay, even starting at minimum wage. Bill and you could also do this, guys. You could also do this. You could become a millionaire, even with minimum wage. Let me ask you a question. What is stopping you from becoming a millionaire? Is it that you don't know how to invest? Is it that you don't believe that the stock market can actually provide the returns that it has been providing for decades and centuries before now? Or maybe it's that you don't think you can actually save enough money to be able to invest. Whatever the reason, if you don't think that with enough time and patience, you can actually become a millionaire, I'm sorry, but you're wrong, okay? The maths tell you otherwise. So many people have done it with just not that much money, but enough time and investing in the right way. So if you've made it to this point in the video and you're still not convinced that you can become a millionaire on minimum wage, let me share with you the 3 steps to make sure you've got enough money every month to invest. Step number 1 is to understand your finances. You need to be aware of where your money is going. What are you spending too much money on? What are you spending too little money on? You know, unless you know where your money is going, it's like if you've got a little sieve, you know, and water is just pouring through. You need to know where the holes are. You need to know where the holes are. You need to stop those holes from losing any more money, okay? Until you get control of your finances and you're actually aware of where your money is going, you won't get anywhere. So that's step 1, okay? Be very aware of your money and where it's going, because that will help you to save money, okay? That's vital. Step 2, guys, is to increase your income. And I know this sounds basic, but just hear me out. After a while of doing step 1 and, you know, controlling your finances and decreasing your spending so that you can actually save money, eventually you'll get to a wall. You will hit a wall, because after a point, you can't really save that much more money. You can't really spend that much less unless you want to have a drastic life change, right? Which is possible. You could move somewhere else. You can move to a different part of the country where life is cheaper, but eventually you will need to change to the other side of the formula, and that is earning more money. Just some ideas very quick to make more money. Just find a side gig, figure out which one of your skills you can actually monetize. You could drive people around on Uber. You could do countless things, okay? As long as you've got a skill, and you do have a skill. Everyone's got skills, okay? That's one thing. You could work more hours at work. You could do overtime. You could work on weekends. You could start a side business. You could ask for a pay rise at work. You could switch jobs, assuming the other job will pay you more money. There are countless ways of making more money. And if you are on low income or even minimum wage, then this is probably the biggest thing that you could do to improve your life and be able to invest more and get to be a millionaire and have a really strong wealth foundation even quicker. And that is to earn more money. Step number 3 is learn to invest. This is an absolute must, guys, okay? Steps 1 and 2 won't get you very far if you don't know how to invest. And I don't mean invest and earn 1% or 2% or even 5%. You need to be earning more than that. Something along the lines of 7, 8, 10, even 12% a year, okay? Around 8%, that's historical market. That's kind of what the market has done historical, but there are definitely ways to earn more than that. Dividend growth investing, what I do, what I teach in this channel is one of those ways. It's obviously not guaranteed that you will beat the market every time, but I personally have beat the market every year. I won't go very deep about this in this particular video. For that, just subscribe to my channel and you'll have access to way more videos showing you exactly how to invest. But guys, that is basically this video. That's this video done. Hopefully, I've been able to prove to you that you don't need to earn that much money in order to be wealthy. You can actually become a millionaire on a minimum wage. And if you're still not happy with that and you think I'm wrong about anything, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to start a conversation, a nice friendly conversation, hopefully a friendly conversation. And yeah, just let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? What steps have you personally taken to actually become a millionaire? I'm assuming you're not a millionaire, okay? Maybe you're watching my channel and you already are a millionaire, in which case, congratulations, you're doing very well. But if you're not, let me know in the comments below what steps you're taking. That's it for me, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video if you found it valuable. That's definitely the best way to support my channel and support what I do here on YouTube, just to make sure that I create more content like this. Obviously, if you haven't liked it, don't click like, but hopefully you have. So like, subscribe, drop a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.